Well, that was from hunt number 1, opening day. I thought I made a pretty good shot on that deer, but she dropped. I don't know how they can drop that far that quick, but they can, which caused me to hit her a little high. It was still a lung shot, but she run off, found really good blood in a few places. The last blood that I found was out here about 120 yards away. And from that point, about another 40-45 yards is a creek. We brought the dog in. You should be right in a bunch of blood right there.
Yeah, I just saw a little bit back there.
Get him, Clive. Go find him.
There's blood. Yep.
And then right there in that same vicinity, while the dog was trying to work, I jumped two more deer, 2 fawns over there, and they kept running circles around me over there, stinking the place up for the dog. So we kind of lost it in there. We looked for several hours. I think she may have gone in the creek. Won't be the first fatally wounded deer that's gone in the water. So anyway, that hunt didn't turn out too good. That was a month ago. Well, that was not a great big doe, but she'll do. I need some meat in the cooler. I thought they were going to spook and get out of here. I felt a little bit of wind turn towards me, and the wind is supposed to turn today. I just checked it. Yeah, I can feel it now coming this way. It was 180 degrees right across me. I think I stuck that one pretty good. So it's been 30 minutes now since I shot her. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. I'm not going to push it. It's cool this morning. It's in the 50s right now, and that's warm. About 10 degrees warmer this morning than it was yesterday. So I hope she's laying right there. I don't need to drag one too far. I got bursitis in my knee. I've been getting it worked on, getting it massaged and worked on for the last couple of weeks. Makes it really difficult to get up and down in a tree. And I may do a video on that here before long, because I'm going to address that situation for myself and others who may have a similar issue. So I saw that little spike came in, and then I could see the bushes moving over here under me. I could tell there was another deer coming. And when she stopped, the only thing I could see was her neck. And I knew it was a doe as soon as I saw her neck. Even a young buck is kind of swollen right now. It's getting to be that time. We're in, I'd say, pre-rut. As I've said before, the rut, according to the Wildlife Resources Commission, peaks around October 31st here. And today is the 13th, I think. I think today is the 13th. Yeah, today's the 13th of October. Sunday morning. It's beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. Well, after I shot her, that little old spike run over there and stopped. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what had happened. There's another buck right over there. It sounds like somebody might have just shot one. Let's see if I can get on that deer. Well, he disappeared on me. He was right out there about 70, 75 yards. And it looked like he wanted to come my way. But while I was trying to find him on the camera, he disappeared on me. I don't know if he continued to come this way. He might pop out right under me. Or he may have turned and headed over towards where the doe should be. The doe that I shot. It's amazing how many times I've been in a tree stand talking to the camera and have a deer come to me while I'm talking. But that looked like another one of the younger bucks I've seen around here. It wasn't a big mature deer. Now that wind's turning. It's coming out of the south. It's supposed to be southwest this afternoon or by midday. So coming up on 45 minutes now since I shot her. promised myself I'd give it at least an hour before I get down. I do not see my arrow over there. It may have stuck in that opposite shoulder, or it could be on the ground over there behind the feeder, and I can't see it. But it looked like a good hit from here. She went up in the bushes, and I guess she got tangled up, and she turned back around and came out and ran back in where they normally go in right here. And then I heard a whole bunch of crashing around in there. I think she's laying right there. Of course, I thought that about the last one too. That didn't work out too good. I got down too soon the last time, because I'm pretty sure I heard her move after I got on the ground and got over there. But it's better to err on the side of caution, give them plenty of time. And I'm guilty of not doing that sometimes. Most of the time I go right to them, and kind of gives you a false sense of security there every now and then. If you don't see them drop, give them a few minutes. Give them a little bit of time. She's over there dead, she's over there dead. She ain't going nowhere. So yeah, I've had bursitis in my knee here. That is some painful, painful stuff. For 2 weeks I could barely lift my leg up. An ordeal to put on a pair of pants or a sock, much less get in and out of a tree stand. That just wasn't going to happen. So I've already got one set at the house and another one on the way. I'm going to change out my tree steps, my climbing sticks, to the kind with rungs on both sides. That way if I need to favor my good leg to get up and down, I can do that, instead of having to really push this other one to get up and down. Wasn't too bad this morning. It was way better than it has been, so I think I'm on the mend. So I got just a little bit of coffee left in my mug over here, in my thermos cup. I'm gonna save my battery on the camera. I forgot to charge my X one. I gotta be kind of conservative with it, and we'll give her about 15 more minutes, then I'm gonna get down. We'll go over and see what we got. Y'all keep watching. I'd say that's where she was standing. We got a bunch of blood right there already, all over the grass. I do not see my arrow. There's blood everywhere right there. Blood there. She got up in here, it sounded like she got tangled up right here somewhere. Oh well, that don't matter. I know where she went in. So there's blood all over everything right there. That looks really good. Yeah, there's blood all over that right there. All over the palm leaves up in there. Blood all over everything. Here and there. There. Hey, look at the blood. And there she lays. I didn't bring a doggone thing to drag her out with. She ain't a bad doe. Not bad at all. Well, here she is. She's a little bigger than I thought she was, but she ain't a great big doe. Got about a, that's the entrance wound right there. And it came out right in front of the opposite shoulder, just like you want it to do. That arrow is about as bloody as you can get one. And I want to make a video about the lighted nocks. Why I switched over to the nocturnals from the Luminox, and also about the mechanical broadheads I like to use. I switched from the I switched over from Rage to the Sever. Very happy with them so far. That's a really good entrance wound. She's got a really good exit wound on her. Yeah, it's about 2.5 inches wide, the exit wound. So I haven't had one of these severs turn in a deer like I've had them do with the Rages. Love the Rages, they devastating, but I've had a couple of deer that I shot broadside and the arrow turned in the deer and come out through the gut. The nocturnals, lighted nocks, you've got to turn that one off. Got to take your knife or something and turn it off after the shot. The problem I got with the Luminox is that a lot of times on a complete pass through like this, they turn themselves off. I think the friction of them going through at an angle, which with the Luminox you just kind of rock it and pull it away from the arrow a little bit, and that's how you turn them off. These have got a switch that's activated when you fire the shot, and you have to turn it off like I just did. So first and foremost, I thank the good Lord for blessing me with another deer for a fun hunt this morning, and my buddy Russell and his family for letting me come in here and hunt. She was an easy tracking job, but it looked like a good shot when I hit her. I saw red and blood the second the arrow hit her, and there's blood everywhere. She bled really good. She didn't have much choice with that hole out there in the front of her. So at that angle, I got probably both lungs and heart. We'll see. Folks, it's hot. Well, that story ended the way it's supposed to. Meat in the cooler and buzzard food in the back of the truck. So yeah, that one bled out really good and quick. Gave her some time before I went in there, which was the right thing to do. She wasn't going nowhere. But I went in behind the shoulder and right out between the two front shoulders, down low. So she didn't have no choice but to leave a blood trail, a good one. That's just the way I like it. So anyway, she's in the cooler. I'll probably give them a break for the next day or so because the wind is going to get rough. It's going to be kicking up, and it's going to be out the wrong direction for pretty much any stand I want to hunt right now. But then along about Tuesday and Wednesday, it's going to start getting sweet. Wind's going to come around out of the north. It's going to cool back down. It must be 80 out here now already. Started out in the mid 50s and it's already 80 degrees and it's 11 o'clock. So anyway, that's the way I like to see them in, with the meat in the cooler. So hopefully we can get one or two more down while I'm off this week, but we'll see. More meat I get in the freezer, the more particular I can be. I shoot a doe just about any time, especially when I've got one like that. They don't have a clue what happened. That little buck that was with her, he ran over there 25 yards and stopped and stayed there for a long time. And he walked across the food plot and started easing on out of there, and another buck come in right behind him. Same buck that was in there yesterday, I'm sure. So they don't have any clue what happened. I tried not to, well, I say I tried not to do too much, but I drove the truck in there, but I'm a firm believer that a piece of equipment or a vehicle like that is the way to go. It's better to let them all know you're in there like that than it is to be trying to sneak around in the woods and bump into deer when you're on foot. I think that does way more damage. But anyway, everybody's got their own opinion about that. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I hope you keep them coming. And until you see me in the next one, there you go.